What's up, Hearthstone fans? Welcome back to another episode of The Curve, where we draw the biggest headlines from this past weekend of Grandmasters. I'm your host, Nathan That's Admirable Zamora. Let's do this. All three regions have completed the double round-robin stage of the inaugural season of Hearthstone Grandmasters. After 7 intense weeks of play, 3 players out of each division are now moving on to the playoffs this weekend. Group A will play on Friday, which means Group B will play on Saturday, and the 2 winners from each group will face off in a single elimination tournament. The winner of each region's playoffs will then obtain a spot at the Global Finals this year at BlizzCon. The top 3 players from Asia Pacific who made the playoffs from Division A are Alutemo, Surrender, and Staz. In Division B, it's Shaxi, Dawn, and Tyler. The big story coming out of Asia Pacific, though, was Staz. Before the Masters Tour in Las Vegas, Staz was 2-6. He was not a top contender in the region, and his playoff chances looked slim. When Grandmasters returned in Week 5, though, Staz went on a tear. He went undefeated for the rest of the season and made claim to the last remaining playoff spot. For the European playoffs, Phenomeno, Colento, and Bunny Hopper made it out of Division A, with Hunter Ace, Psycho, and Orange securing their spots from Division B. Hunter Ace found his footing about midway through the season and is now on a 7-match win streak. In his last 16 games, he's lost just 2 of them. This weekend, we'll find out if our reigning world champion can make it through the playoff gauntlet and defend his title at BlizzCon. Going into this week, most of the playoff spots were already claimed in the Americas region. Frozen and Eddie were locked in Division A, Dog and Monsanto had clinched their spots in Division B. There was a possibility of a 4-way tie in Division A, but it was quickly settled when PNC defeated Eddie and claimed that 3rd spot. In Division B, Purple and Raze were the only 2 players who could make it, and they had to play each other to decide that final spot. In a classic Warrior mirror, Game 1 went the actual distance to create the first tie in Grandmasters play, granting both players a win. And so we go straight to Game 3, which ended unfortunately for Raze, awarding Purple the last remaining spot. In this week's meta moment, we want to highlight Control Warrior. In terms of popularity, Warrior has become a staple in the current metagame. The deck is known for its highly defensive tactics and its ability to weather boards of all shapes and sizes. The control variant of the class does seem a little slow and reactive, but there's a lot more in that than meets the eye. Players who play the deck are in a constant tug of war with themselves, weighing the pros and cons of every situation. And while it may seem a little bit slow for the viewers, it's definitely a fun deck to play and cast. For me, at least. If you missed any of the Grandmasters action, you can always check out the VODs on our YouTube page, youtube.com/Hearthstone Esports. Grandmasters resumes this weekend with playoffs, so don't forget to follow us on Twitter, Facebook, and YouTube. That's it for us. We'll see you in the tavern.